Well, I'll talk a little bit about last weekend first. We said going into it, if we went 3-1, it was a good weekend. If we went 4-0, it was a great weekend. We went 3-1. Just recapping the weekend, we played Abilene Christian on Friday afternoon, and first match played with a little nerves, but got the win 3-0 and had some good performances. But I'm glad we played that first because we got our jitters out. By game 3, we were playing pretty well, and then going into Friday night's match against Arizona State, we're playing really good ball. That was probably as intense of a match as I've been in since I've been here. For 3 of the 4 games, the lead never was more than 3 points, and just went back and forth. And in game 4, we jumped out to a 5-point lead and were able to just kind of ride it, siding out for points the rest of the way. But they didn't give it to us. At 23-19 in the 4th game, Devin Sowers just cracked the ball across court, and they popped it right back up and ran it right at us. And I said to my assistants, they're just not going to let us win, are they? But we were able to get it done, and it was a really exciting, really intense match. Arizona State's a really good team. They were an honorable mention to start the year. They were as high as 4th last year, so it was a great win. And anytime one of our New Mexico teams beats a Pac-12 team, that's a great win. So we were really happy about that. It was a long match, big crowd, almost 2,000 people, and lasted about 2.5 hours. And so coming back the next day, we knew Idaho was pretty good. We knew we had to play well, and we just were tired. It was I guess, classic letdown, but our kids were exhausted. Some of them told me just to unwind and get back on it, it took them till 2 in the morning because we didn't get out of the building till 11:30 because it was an 8 o'clock match. But still no excuses. I held the seniors accountable, and we talked a little bit about what that means and stuff, and they bounced back really well. We had a Saturday night match with Fairfield, who was a team that was in the NCAA tournament last year, and beat them quite soundly. And I got to play 3 of my freshmen a lot, and they played really well, so that was exciting. And we just felt like we needed some fresh legs and to give some other kids a shot because we're a lot deeper than we've ever been before. And Lauren Twitty and Kaylee Clark and Jess Leo all played as freshmen and all played very well in the match. Finishing out the tournament, Julia Warren had a great tournament for us all the way around. Kills, digs, passing, serving. Just was our all-around player this weekend, and her along with Cassie House and then Ashley Kelsey at the libero position all made the all-tournament team. So we were proud of them and everyone's performance, and I just wish we hadn't been quite so gassed on Saturday morning. But looking forward to this week now. We're headed to South Florida. A big match with them on Friday night, and they packed their gym, and it'll be a crazy one for us. But we feel like it's a tournament we should be able to go out and get, and we're excited about it. I got 15 kids playing time this weekend, which is outstanding for the first weekend, and I think it's going to help us as we move forward. And volleyball is experiencing a lot more parity than ever before. I'm on the coaches poll, and there were upsets all up and down, unranked teams beating top 10 teams, which in our sport never used to happen. So it's an exciting time, and I feel like we're off to a pretty good start. And for those people that saw Saturday or Friday night's match, we got a pretty good team. We just got to keep it together and keep getting better. Any questions?
You said holding the seniors accountable. How do you do that?
Well, we just talked about it. I called them in separately, the group of 4, and met with them and told them I was going to give them a break Saturday night. And when they got back in the match, they needed to come in strong. But, I knew they were tired, but so were our visiting teams, and we needed to have a better output because we didn't get great output on Saturday at noon. In those positions, we needed to have better output, and they were great the other 3 matches. There's no question they were tired. You could see it in their faces, but we've got to find a way to take care of business. So, but they handled it well, and they did a great job, and when they came back in, they were fantastic. So.
About the freshmen playing well, you looking to A lot of freshmen.
Well, yeah, Victoria Sprague has a little bit of a nagging Achilles injury right now, and we sat her out as well, both in the afternoon and evening game. All of the evening game, but part of the afternoon game as well. And that didn't help us either because obviously she's a 6'5" and our best blocker. But Ja'Kaylee Clark stepped right in. She had 5 blocks Saturday night and led the team in hitting percentage. And so she'll definitely see time with the kind of rotating the 3 middles. And then Lauren showed us she can play left or right side wherever we need her. And it's just going to provide a lot for us on down the road.
Coach, 2,000 people. That's impressive. How does that compare to the attendance around the league right now?
Well, I think it was 18-something, yeah. Colorado State and us always lead the league, and it'll be the same again this year. Some of the gyms are too small, like Wyoming, they pack them in, but it only seats 1,000 people, and Nevada's like that, San Diego State's like that. I think there's another one like that, but as far as year in and year out, in the 9 years I've been here, I think Colorado State's led 6 or 7, and we've led a couple, but we've always been first and second, and they play in their big arena there, and they do a lot of promotion, so they're going to always average 2,000-3,000 a night, and when we play well and when we bring big teams in, we draw well too. With Arkansas and Nebraska next week, we expect to have a couple thousand for Arkansas, and we expect to have 5,000 or 6,000 for Nebraska next week. So I think it'll be outstanding. Anything else? Thank you. Have a good week.